Thoughts on AdamSething's statement here. If Republicans manage to win today, I'm fairly certain U.S. democracy is done for. This will mark the astounding failure of the American project, swallowed by a vortex of malicious actors, purely for-profit media, religious extremism, rampant misinformation, and fraudulent agreements. Make no mistake, once Republicans get into power, you Americans won't have another free election. Ironically enough, we'll do everything to... This is probably a little bit hyperbolic. I really don't think the problem... I don't think the problem is Republicans. I think the problem is Trump. And the problem is Trumpism and the people that worship him. I think that's the issue. Republicans can be up to their ordinary dirty tricks, but I think Trump is like, he's serving as like a power... He's like a anti-democratic amplifier that is so unimaginably destructive. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the solution is to that. I'm not sure. I don't know how you... I actually truly don't know what the solution is to that. I'm not sure. The problem is that Trumpism is Republicanism at this point. I disagree and I agree. I like to draw a distinction. Biden tried to, between conservatives and Republicans and like the MAGA Trump people. There is a difference, but yeah, I think the majority of Republicans are like Trumpists now. In what way? What policies did Trump enact to make you think that? Honest to God, I can ignore the plethora of anti-democratic issues that I have with Trump, including his rampant attacks in the media, his threatening to increase fucking libel law cases and shit on publications that don't like him, shit like that, whatever. We can ignore all of that. And honest to God, because the problem is Trump is like a collection of things where any individual thing would be unbelievable. But the biggest issue right now is continuing to undermine the election in 2020. That's just unbelievable. Like, that on its own makes him one of the worst humans in American history. Full stop. There is no way to disagree with that statement unless you are either remedial or anti-American. Or a partisan hack. There's no other way to get around that statement. That it is unimaginable to be an ex-president of the United States and to instill so much mistrust and in the institution of voting. It's unbelievable. And there's no excuse for that, and there's no kind of unless you have bought into it, in which case you're a victim of that mentality, and now you're slowly spreading that victimness out to the rest of the United States by trying to destroy our democracy. Are you going to allow this type of behavior in your orbit?
The way that I have also said the sunken place. You don't rewrite.
Who did this?
The way that.
Why? How many Republicans do you think will stay anti-democratic after Trump dies? I hope that once Trump leaves, a lot of the weird thought leaves with him. But the hold on, I'm sorry, Richard Booth. Hold on, I'm sorry. I've identified an exceptionally special individual in my chat. Sort of like Biden is doing now, he is beating that drum now leading up to this election, and the Dems did in 2016. Hillary still does, as do others on the left. That is not true. You are wrong, and you are lying to yourself. Like, your mind has been infected, and it is rotting from the inside out with Trump disease. If you believe that Hillary Clinton, who conceded that fucking night the election, is the same as Trump, who to this day says that the election was stolen, it is not even remotely close to the same thing. Your brain is rotted out of your head. The last election, Trump tried to get people to change the results, but the people in positions of power refused to do it. If all these people in state legislatures and election offices are replaced with MAGA that go along with it, won't Adam be right that free elections will be over in America? So I'm stepping a little bit out of my comfort zone, but it seems to be the case that so far the independence of the judiciary has like been a pretty stalwart defender of American democracy. It seems to be the case. Hopefully that remains so that even if state legislatures and governors or whatever flip to the red, that they can't literally just steal fucking elections by challenging them, because hopefully the judiciary remains impartial. But I mean, yeah, I mean, who knows? Isn't all that Russian interference thing kind of a denial of election results? I don't know how to, I don't know how to engage with people like you. I don't know if you are like legitimately mentally challenged, if you actually have 75 IQ, if you need mom and dad to help you like get ready, or if you've got like a state provided caretaker to help you get ready in the morning. I don't know if you're able to clean yourself properly after you go to the bathroom, or if there's like a special facility that people like you go to where somebody has to okay you leaving the room so you don't smell like shit every time you take a dump because you're too fucking stupid to wipe your own ass. I don't know what to say to you. I'm not even going to give the difference in explanation, because if you don't understand at this point, you literally never will. It's probably beyond your comprehension. You like can't conceptualize hypotheticals. Like when things disappear behind doors, you think they've disappeared forever. Like when mom and dad still play peekaboo with you, you think that they're actually like going into another plane of existence. Like, I don't know what to say to you. Like, I don't even know. I'm not even going to give the difference in explanation. If you're honest to God, that's fucking stupid. The difference between like, do you think that a foreign power might have tried to like create shell companies in the United States, like the Internet Research Agency, in order to try to like turn elections or whatever? Is that being the same as there were literal, actual fucking fraudulent votes on machines that were made by the ghost of Hugo Chavez? If you think these two things are the same, you are a lost fucking cause. My only fucking hope is that you're so lost, stumbling around your house every day, that you never manage to find your way to a fucking ballot box and contribute a vote to the destruction of this country. That's my only fucking hope for you. What a fucking moron. The fuck, Destiny. I agree these are different, but his point was that the Democrats also pushed a conspiracy when they lost. They didn't push a conspiracy. It happened. Did you read any of the indictments? There were actual organizations in the United States that were ran by operatives working out of the Kremlin that were organizing. There was a protest where they literally organized both sides of the fucking protest. What do you mean a conspiracy? It happened. It was actually real shit. Do you not understand? Do you not think that do you think it was all fake? I like how the government pours fucking hundreds or thousands or tens of thousands of man hours into the fucking Hillary Clinton Benghazi shit, into the Hillary Clinton email shit, and they turn up nothing. But when they actually pour effort into figuring out, like, well, what were the Guccifer hacks? Well, what were some of these agencies set up in the United States? That TEN Republican account on Twitter was fucking ran by Russians. It was ran by Russians. Literally. It was the TENN GOP account, I think. It had like, what, like over 100,000? How many thousands of followers did that account have? Was it over 200,000 followers? Like, it was literally ran by Russians. Did you not read or follow any of this? You think it's all the same shit? The chances of Russian people doing anything in the U.S. election are about the same as actually machines changing all the votes. How many fucking followers did this account have? 150,000 followers. I thought this account was a real Juba account. I remember we watched it a few times. Just because it happened doesn't mean it happened like Democrats said. They literally said they directly interfered. Who said that they changed vote totals? That was never the claim. Seriously, who needs Russian bots when we have American idiots? Absolutely fucking true. An actual fucking tool. You're an actual anti-patriotic tool. If you could just be honest and say, I fucking hate this country, be honest about it at least. You're an actual Russian fucking shill. It's crazy because your stock, and it drives me fucking insane, your stock, the people that you came from, were the most anti-Russian motherfuckers in the world. I remember my mom constantly talking about Soviet Russia, Red China, and the Chi-Coms constantly. And now you guys are actual anti-democratic, anti-American, pro-Russian fucking shills. It's wild. Oh, it's okay. It's not okay. It's actually fucking insane. It's wild to me, but it is what it is. Can you address my point about the media's admitted attempt to interfere with the election, including taking Trump off air during the pandemic because it was too successful in getting his approval up? What do you, the media, of course the media interferes in the election. They talk about the people that they want to win. If you're a media company, you have the right to like put a candidate that like you support, like your candidate of approval or whatever, on air or not on air. That's not election interference. That's gotta be a troll. That's gotta be a troll. That has to be a troll. It's gotta be a troll. It's gotta be a troll. Get out of my chat. Isn't the claim that Russians had such a big influence on the 2016 election that it should be invalidated? No? Who the fuck is calling for the 2016 election to be invalidated?
Mr. Walker was seized.
You can't act like some pundits didn't say, ooh, there's another perm ban. Pundits saying something is different than the president of the United States saying something. The only reason why you don't understand this is because you treat Trump like a fucking child and you give him no accountability or responsibility for any of the things that he fucking says. Are you going to tell me that there's some random dipshit on CNN that said the election should be invalid? Yeah, probably. I'm sure there was. I'm sure there were random pundits that said a lot of crazy shit. I'm looking at political fucking leaders, okay? Did Hillary Clinton say this? Were there people in the Senate or House that said this? I'm not asking what the fuck Anderson Cooper said. Right now I'm talking about the ex-president of the United States. Holy shit. Did something happen? Why is Jesse so hot-headed in response to retard state? Because most of the shit that we fight over on this fucking stream is like meme shit, like culture wars issues, even black issues or whatever. It's like fun stuff. It's interesting to talk about. It's cool or whatever. The Trump shit is legitimately people that are on a delusional level. They're gonna walk the whole fucking country off a cliff. Like it's actually unfucking believable the different reality that these people live in, and they're so fucking smug and retarded about it at the same fucking time. They don't have an understanding of medicine. They push all the bullshit related to the vaccine shit is embarrassing. They have no understanding about geopolitics. Everything they talk about relating to Afghanistan or Russia, Ukraine is a fucking joke. They live in their whole little like media bubble that is completely disconnected from every other fucking form of reality. And then they'll sit there and smug post online about how they're doing things to improve the country or to free us or blah 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 blah, while following Trump, who's like one of the most incompetent fucking leaders in all of history. Like to see somebody that is that fucking delusional, to that level of like lack of responsibility, that level of like Trump is one of the biggest crybaby fucking presidents I've ever seen in my entire life. If Trump was a Democratic president, you guys would be crying every fucking day about how much of a fucking loser that he is. Every time he goes on stage, oh, they stole the election. Oh, all the people around me backstabbed me. Oh, it's just oh, blah 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 blah. He's the least accountable leader of all time, and that is one of the most important aspects of being a leader, is taking accountability. Like Trump ran on the auspice of being a leader and being a unifier. He said that he was going to bring Democrats and Republicans together, and he said he was going to be a leader that takes accountability. He divided this country more than any other president in fucking history, probably including Civil War times, okay? Literally, he was one of the most divisive presidents in U.S. history, and he couldn't bring anybody together on anything, and he's one of the least accountable people of all time. Guess what? I'm sorry. Welcome, because I know that a lot of you people that vote for Trump are poor fucking, like, loser Republicans that don't know anything about running businesses. You just assume that Daddy Trump does. Here's step number one to being a CEO or a leader in a business, and I'll tell you this as an entrepreneur, okay? This is the fact. You are who you hire. You are the people that you surround yourself with, and every good leader or CEO will tell you that. Trump probably would have said the same thing before running for president. In fact, I would probably bet my life savings without even having seen it. I would bet my life savings that if you were to go through every season of The Apprentice, I bet that Trump has said multiple times to people on that show, you need to pick your help better. You need to assume responsibility, that you're not allowed to make excuses for the people working under you. This is one of the hallmarks of being a business leader or a CEO or an entrepreneur, and every single one will tell you that. Because when the bank comes at the end of the day for you to pay off your loan, when a customer shows up at the end of the day to accuse your business of doing something, when the paper writes something about you, you're not allowed to go and say, oh, bank, I'm sorry, but my employees fucked around. Or, oh, customer that has an issue, I'm sorry, but like, you know, my employees were late today. Or, oh, paper who's writing something bad, well, don't write about my company, write about my employees. But Trump did that consistently throughout his entire fucking presidency. He constantly blamed the people that he was around, and he blamed Congress. He's the leader. He's supposed to bring these people together. Like, it's unbelievable. He's one of the worst leaders of all time in terms of being in the presidency, and you guys can't see it because you're mad about fucking trans kids, because you let progressives on Twitter just like trigger the fuck out of you so much that you turn into this fucking atomic ash snowflake that just wants to watch the world burn. Why do you like Trump? Well, I don't defend Trump as a president, but he's really funny. Go do meth.
Okay. So therefore, doing what you're doing.
And what was I doing?
Yes, Destiny. Government hiring workers, same as company hiring. Permaban. Trump chooses his cabinet. Trump is the one that makes a lot of these nominations. See ya. Bye, buddy. Good luck. Go pick up a U.S. government textbook from fucking 5th grade, okay? Learn how the government works, you fucking moron. Who picked Manafort? Who picked Cohen? Like all the people who picked Giuliani to surround Trump with? Who picked these people? Where did Stone come from? Where did Bannon come from? Were these people voted on by Congress? The fuck out of here, you fucking moron.